welcome back to another stream. It is Monday again, so we will continue our civilization game from last Thursday. Last Thursday we finished the exploration age and entered the modern age as Siam, or the Siamese Empire. We've taken a look at their unique skills, at their unique buildings. Specifically interesting is the unique diplomatic action to immediately become suzerain of a city-state at a higher influence cost than befriend independent, and especially the idea if that also counts as a sort of like befriend independent interaction, and if so, if the 50% discount will actually also account for that as well. So that is something I want to find out today. Not quite sure how yet, but it is something I want to know. But first, to do that, we need to start the actual game. I have actually no idea how we did last session. We did fairly okay. Let's see. As the modern age has begun. Yeah, right. We kinda took over a little bit on the other continent. And yeah, we lost that one. Is there even space for city-states to spawn? I mean, I guess somewhere around here. I should have probably explored here a little bit more. That could one spawn. I think on our continent, maybe up there is a possibility. They could squeeze one in right here or there. I guess we'll find out. But first, let's take a look. We didn't get the economic golden age, which is a little bit of a shame, but I think we rushed too hard the cultural one, and with the militaristic going on as well. We could retain interfaith dialogue, which would give me 4 science for every foreign settlement following my religion, for every foreign. So that would be... We actually... Didn't we, like... No, I don't think we did. There's not really any foreign settlement. You are following my religion. But nothing else really. So interfaith dialogue doesn't do much for me. We could go for the non-sufficient Orbis Golden Age, which would give me an infantry unit and a ranged unit in all of my distant land settlements. Or we could go for the Enlightenment Golden Age, meaning universities become Golden Age universities. They retain their base yield, adjacency bonuses, and effects. I don't think I had that many cities, right? I think I had like Mycenae, I had Athenae. I think I had one. Yeah, I think Parsa also was one. Did you, however, build the university? Golden Age Academy. There's an... Okay, universities here. Nothing in that town. Nothing here. Nothing... Another university. That's the second one. There's an observatory. There's an academy. Okay, third university. Fourth university. Athenae should also have one, I believe. Yeah, fifth. And then we should... Yeah, then we're back at... Although, no, we didn't start it with Tarsus. What do you have? You have an academy and a library, yet no university. But then we are... Okay, Olympia... Parsa. Okay, so 5 universities. given that I'm not really interested in that and this doesn't do anything, I think I'll take that. I'll take the deep roots because, I mean, that's 40 culture off the bat. I could take 10 production for settlements in distant lands. I'd rather think about militaristic and expansionist points. Let's take a look at that one first. Expansionist. I was on my way to the settlement limit. I do have the settlement limit for the militaristic again, but if I could get like 2 expansionist points, 1, 2, that would work quite well. I still have a wildcard point. I could still get the 3 science per turn for each quarter. Or I could get a scientific attribute point. Does that do anything for me? We could get the 1 science on each quarter, which really doesn't do much, as a 3 science on each quarter is better. So yeah, I think I'll take the 3 science on each quarter. Meaning I can get my hands on, well, a militaristic attribute point because I have to, and either a diplomatic or cultural attribute point. Cultural could give me the wonder production, that would be quite nice, and diplomatic give me 2 culture and science per age for each city-state you're Susan of, which could be great. I'm not sure how many city-state will spawn though. We could also try to go towards the celebration length, but that would mean I need 1, 2, 3 diplomatic points. So I'm not entirely sure. I think I'd rather take the cultural attribute point. Now I need to figure out, do I want to change my capital? Either Mycenae or Argos. Mycenae is there. Where is Argos? There. Nah, I think I'm happy. I'm happy with where my capital is. That is all points done, so let's confirm the choices. Give me the 10% production towards constructing wonders. I'll take the 1 golden resources, 2 towards distant lands, 50 gold towards purchasing all settlements. Sure, we'll take that one. I'd like to go towards the settlement limit, and I guess we can get commanders gain a new free level. Sure. That sounds okay. Meaning we can actually get some levels going here. They are all... yeah, probably didn't go to war that much, huh? You are still... You're quite good. We could go engagement. Navy units within command radius can move after unpacking. I think I like that idea. Because yeah, we did go to war. I mean, I'm just looking at all the conquered lands that we took. But mainly with these peoples, though. Although you are a fairly new one, right? Yeah, you were the other one. Concept for navy units within command radius when attacking other navy units. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's get some growth. Let's grow to some tiles. It's probably what I should say. I should rather say. Jesus, English is hard. The mountains are quite good, actually. The mountains are very, very nice. There's some science and happiness in general. Science, happiness, but a lot of production. I want to go towards that. Pearls. Speaking of, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 coffee. We have quite some cotton. 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. But you're coming from Sparta, and you are unfortunately not yet. You're not yet connected to my empire, which is something we should change as quickly as possible. So we've got some treasuries, not treasure resources, factory resources. I need to take a closer look once I'm done with all of that, though. There's no other resource right now. We can start with a grocer, which is probably something we should do. You're brimming with discontent. I would like to go towards mass production as quickly as possible. And I would like to get my hands on natural history and its mastery as quickly as possible. Then we get 15% influence towards initiating and processing the Befriend Independent project twice. I'll take that not now because I want to see... I want to wait until the city-state spawn so that I can see if it actually does something or if it stays at the same cost. While we go through all the units. Overall, people don't really like me to absolutely hate me. Could be better, could be worse. Okay, there are the independents. Befriend independent. Independent. That is that one, right? Instantly turn this independent power into a city-state. That is 1148. Now, if I were to change, I cannot yet change my my government, so we need to wait for that. But that shouldn't take too long. Though you have 400 culture per turn, that is wild. Right, I also wanted to take a look. Is there anything else we have quite a lot of? Kinnin, coffee. That's pretty much it though. Okay, so we have like what? Let's put that out all the way. We set like 1148, I think it was. Yeah, 1148. Now we would like to have Strategoy. We would like to have this skill and that skill. That is like two. It's like 100% down. Also, I think endeavors and sanctions and here. Alright, moment of truth. It did not change anything. That makes me think I probably don't want to wait until I get 1148. Is there any there? Okay, there's a scientific city-state. Yeah, let's start with that one. I think I can just do it that way. I don't need to wait. Improve a Kinnin. Let's try to improve a Kinnin resource. Maybe we can do that. There's a cultural one. There's another scientific one. There's many scientific city-states. I think I started with you already. Yes, yes, yes. There's another scientific city-state. And I would like to have... What's the price of an explorer? 1500. Yes, I would like to have an explorer here. And I would like to have an explorer here. That just jumped up to 3000, which is a little bit concerning, all things considered. Alright, we've got two possible explorations. That is, one is here, the other one is up there. I also started with you, right? Candy? Yes, Candy is going good. Where was the other scientific one? There was the cultural one. Scientific one was up here as well. 306 is what I need. that should be doable. Okay, there's one artifact to be found on this continent, which is not a lot. Can we get another explorer? 4,000 is quite a lot. Can we even explore? We can explore here. Should have bought that one in that city, to be honest. Oh well, what you gonna do? Ambition is the driving force of humankind. Where else is there to go but up? This is an opportunity to build something big. Build a launch pad. I just started. We're like in the 1700s. Why do we talk about launch pads all of a sudden? Okay, we have 300 something. We could
cross the sea.
Try to befriend Oyoile as well. With that done, I think I would like to go down the Siam civics. I would get the Bang right there. Also 2 culture for every civilization relationship above friendly status. And 2 influence from gold buildings. Actually awesome. The mastery would give me 2 influence for every civilization relationship above friendly status. Would be great to have that. And 2 happiness in cities for each city-state you are suzerain of. That could make my cities very, very happy, hopefully. Then Boeing gain +6 combat strength in or adjacent to city-states you're suzerain of, and 20% influence towards initiating diplomatic actions with city-states. The mastery gives me 3 culture in a palace for every city-state you're suzerain of, 5 gold for each allied city-state, and the Doi Sutep. And this one gives me 2 culture for every active diplomatic action with another civilization, and 5 culture and 2 gold for every trade route with another civilization. Not that important, but in general, rather nice to have. 306 for you. Is there any other? We've got... There is none I can see here. We started on you. We started on you. We started on you. Lisbon is still there. Apia still there. Ooh, Geneva is probably also someone we'd like to have at some point, or at least try to have at some point. Though I feel like the cultural one is probably the next important one, given that we have 3 city-states, scientific city-states. Well, not yet on our friends list, but we're getting to there, and hopefully at least one of them will actually go through. So having the only cultural one that I can see suddenly important. And Himiko joined democracy. Yeah, with 500 culture, I can see that. Anyway, let's try to befriend that independent. How much would I need for government? 360. We might want to do that quickly. And you've already also got a thingy. But as only 1 artifact that you can explore, and you are not on the way to that artifact. Which tells me I would like to have one on this continent as well. Shame that there is nothing to... there is... all the way up there is one. Oh, you know what? We'll get this one here and go towards that natural wonder. I feel like that's the safer bet. Give me happiness on mountains and 6 culture on natural wonders. Was it 6 culture? I'm not quite sure. Time for sale. A private auction of antique timepieces. A hush falls over the crowd as particularly eye-catching item is unveiled. A pendant watch with red gemstones inlay and an ivory cameo. Then begin the murmurings, lovely piece, but its provenance is unknown. The watch is a must-have, story continues, or more credible lots are on offer. I think we've done that story continue last time. It didn't went well. I want to take the culture now. I am very far behind when it comes to culture. So yeah. We need to go for it. Geneva will at some point probably be taken.
City.
Okay, I would like to have the mastery as well. And probably I would have wanted the 2 influence from gold buildings as well. Can we change that? Probably not. That's a shame, but it's okay. It's whatever. Oh my. Maybe that cultural city-state won't last that long. 306. Don't I have 306? Did I already start that? I already started that. When did I start that? Hang on, what? Okay, I guess then let's go towards Geneva. Alright. How is science-wise? You're good at science. Ooh, that'll be a close call. That's good. I don't want to see him candy. 3 turns, so probably also 3 turns for you. Yes. Let's go to that wanderer. Oh, hang on. Let's wait. Let's do that first. Yeah, you don't need to buy anything. You also don't need to buy anything. Can I explore? Ooh, that is actually... What is going on here?
City.
Now, hang on for just a second. Huh. That doesn't look right. Well, let's not talk about that. That is absolutely perfectly normal. I mean, it is the Bermuda Triangle we're talking about, eh? Maybe there was a landmass at some point and it just appeared out of thin air. Anyway, there should be another artifact on that continent. Sunthorn Fu. In the chaos of the canals is beauty, a clash of color, a riot of sound, a symphony of smells. The heartbroken poet sits by the bank and records it all. 3 culture on the bang. Give me mandala next. Give me nothing in your city or town or something. There's another factory, so it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you need to get that one. That's T. That is important. Is anyone trying to take over the city-states I want to have? Not for you. No on that front. No on that front. We could try to go for Lisbon. Then again, I first want to confirm that no, Candy's on my side. You are on my side. Where is the third one that should be coming in? I don't know. So you're getting close. Lisbon is still up, and you are also still up. Let's start with you. Okay, give me a free technology when I become suzerain of a city-state. That gave me academics, meaning I actually kinda sorta want to start with Oxford University. But you need the city park first. Science building, receive 1 science for every city-state you're suzerain of. Absolutely. I'll take that one. There is not a city-state there, but there is the last, the second, what's it called? Artifact. You are probably being good as well, hopefully. Why could I see that? Is that because of my thingy? My explorer? Probably. I know Athena is bringing with discontent. Should I? I probably should have put some stuff in there, honestly. Because everyone else is kinda sorta happy except Athena. Oh well, I guess it's whatever. You'll be happy at some point. Trust me. Oh, there's also... Haha! Let's go. Okay, there's Kinnan that we cannot improve, unfortunately. Should have probably gone for the laboratory. Nice. Excavate here. Geneva's hopefully still somewhat good. There is the what's it called? The rail station. Now it's probably time to think. Athena is 4 slots. Pataliputra has 3 as well. Let's get ourselves a rail station 6000 though. Yeah, let's get ourselves a rail station in here. And you'll try to go for Oxford. Can I give you anything that gives you production? More than... I mean, that gives you 6 happiness, which is actually not that bad. We can get you a rail station at some point. The price is, in fact, 6260. That works. Oh. Speaking of, let's try to go for Lisbon as well. As the last one I can currently see, I believe. And then we can start gaining more and try to befriend more people as we go. Give me the culture, give me 2 influence from gold buildings. Himiko declared on Confucius. Interesting. That looks nice. That's also a rail station already. Yikes. Okay, that is another scientific one. And it looks like nobody's going for it just yet. So we'll wait until we are at 306 and go for it. Institute gives me 5 science and 2 science for adjacent wet or vegetated terrain, or 5% science for each city-state of Susanov. That should work. We're at 306 science.
The face of a city
that is the Department of Settlement Limit of 4, and we jump up with that to something. To 358. Nice, nice, nice. So one thingy, but that's all the way up there. No chance in hell I'd get that with at least not that one. You can instead go... what was that? I don't know what that was. And explore the lands. Is anyone trying to take over city-states I know? Was that what that was? Not with you. Others, not with you. I've got you. Lisbon is also not yet gone. I've got you. Quite good. So Addis Ababa is the next goal, so to speak. Let's give you some happiness. We should also probably think about connecting you. Meaning you probably would like to have a rail station given you can't get a port. That'll take a while. Truck declared on Machiavelli. Let's try to get that city-state. Emissaries declare start of a friendship. There's Roma. Kinnin that we also won't be able to get. And yeah, I should probably, with that, I should probably start to... Yeah, there's already one. No way in hell would I get that. To use my influence to get some of her culture and probably some of his science, but 900, almost 1,000 culture is quite outrageous. And she is running away with it if I don't start doing that pretty soon. Which costs me 360, right? Yeah, 360.
The universe.
Which, I mean, I guess that'll take a while. But it's whatever. Speaking of, you'd like to have a rail station as well. Oh, fun, fun, fun. No, that's perfectly fine. Why would I need one volcanic explosion, or rather eruption, when I can have two of them? I mean, it didn't destroy anything in my lands, but still they were in my lands, so at the very least, I'm not fond of that. Okay, ooh, there is another city-state up there. But I guess I'll see if I actually want that one. I am not entirely sure, or if I can even get that one. That is probably the better question. How long? 7 turns. Great. Okay, nice. Artifact done. You go up there. You continue your way around. How many artifacts will we have? A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 12, I believe. 15. Okay. We need museums and stuff like that more than anything else, actually. Okay, Lisbon emissaries sounds like a good. Sounds like it works out. There's also Kinnan that we probably want. What is? Okay. Someone's at war. Institute or professional architects towards completing projects in city with a science building. Sure. That was, I think, that should have been like the. Maybe not. Was it not the thingy? No, there's a factory. In 1 turn, I get the factory.
You ask for what reason I stay on the Green Mountain. I smile, but do not answer.
That is lovely. Okay, oh, yes, please. Another cultural city-state. Actually nice to have. You just need to survive long enough. Okay, factories. Can we purchase some? I am kinda, sorta, a little bit stressed out that this will not work. The factory. Okay, 7,000. There's a 10 factory. Okay, because now I know you are quite unhappy, but we can start with coffee. And that makes you unhappy again, I know. We can give you one of that. Did that work? Hang on, do I need to save that? I don't think so. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, okay, that is okay. That works. The March of Industry. A Shawnee city planner unveils plans for new industrial zones, but Chillicothe elders are concerned that they will damage the century-old Moaskawe Scottish site. Take the council. The elder, 3 food and production and gold on Mauakase Scotte, but -3 production and factory, or 3 production and yeah. Deny. Hello. Production is king. Anyway, with that being done, let's go towards flight. And we need money. And a lot of it. $360. Ah, there is the last one on that continent. And I think I did start with Addis Ababa, right? And I also started with you. So I think I should have started with every city-state that I at least know about. Which is good. Meaning I can start to steal government secrets from you. Okay, there is another citrus factory resource, making it my second citrus factory resource. I don't think it's smart to go for merchants just yet, because even if I would get more factory resources, I don't yet have the capacity to take many more. I will get my hands on a factory in Pataliputra town when I have the money, but that is about all I can do right now.
The universe.
There's Doi Sutre. You're being befriended. Cultural attribute point. Nice. What's a good thing? 1 culture and settlements for each resource. 1 culture, terms of culture and city. Let's get the displayed works culture. I do hope that I can get many relics displayed rather quickly. Especially once. Oh. Okay. Okay, another city-state that nobody cares about just yet. Potential question mark? Potential. Okay, you start to be my friend. Let's get the rare metals going. Not that I could actually use them thinking about it. Because they would give me gold and science. You know what? Yeah, sure. We can afford to lose a little bit of happiness. I do not want to repair all. I do want to try to get in. You are at war with looks like 2 other people though. What the hell happened here? Oh, you are at war as well. Oh my. I'm not sure if I can get you, but I will at least try. Did that work? It should have, yeah. We might not get that one, doesn't matter if we don't. We have gotten quite a lot of city-states actually. I am rather happy. We probably won't get this last thingy though. There's already an explorer on that tile. The volcanic eruption. They're quite often. We could get you a port at some point. I would like to have a factory first though. No suitable location available. Why not? Why is there no suitable... Yeah, there is nothing I can do there. Why is there no suitable location available for you? That is interesting. That is the red fort done. How much? Two more, one more turn. Okay. I mean, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of the 15 that we need. There's potential for a rail station. Also, ports are probably a smart thing to get pretty soon.
I wonder anybody does anything at Oxford but dream and remember.
There's Oxford. That is 2 free resources. No, 2 free not civics, technologies.
And was Jerusalem
Industrialization mastery and the urbanization mastery. All right. Voices from the hinterland. As Siam becomes a force to be reckoned with, many people see an endorsement of their divine beliefs and call for unity to strengthen their position on the world stage. However, the rural folk hold dear their diverse traditions and are reluctant to let them go. Unification is the path forward, or customs and practices thrive only on variety. Yeah. Okay, Dose Trap, let's go. Any production whatsoever for you? There is some production. There's one production. Yeah, let's get that one. Okay, there is that one done. How much more until... One more turn until Lisbon is my friend. You probably need a lot more. I have no idea if you'll survive that. I guess only time will tell.
The sound of wings.
Okay, there is the option for transoceanic flight. I still cannot give you a factory, which is a little bit of a shame. Can I give you a factory? I should probably first give you a rail station and then hope that I can give you a factory. Okay, wait, let's take a look. There's not enough gold. No suitable... Where do I need to place that? Can I see that before I purchase there? Okay, no suitable location. No suitable locations. No suitable locations. No suitable location. No suitable... Why is there no suitable location anywhere for my factory? No suitable locations. Launchpad. You already have the factory. Not enough gold. and no suitable. Allows one type of factory resources to be sorted in a settlement. Increase the number of resources that may be assigned to settlement by one. Modern resource building must be built in a settlement connected to the capital by railroad. So yeah, okay, there's no railroad over that ocean. I get that. Why are you not connected? Because you probably need a rail station first. And maybe then we can do that. We could build an entrepot, but we could also get 5% gold for every. I need gold.
The beauty of electricity is not that the power is mysterious, but that it is under law, and that the taught intellect can even now govern it.
Let there be light. Ada taps the quill against her forehead, willing a breakthrough to spring forth. Electricity powers machines and provides light, but there must be more innovative ways to use it. Design a device to examine the brain, 3 gold in the opera house for whatever reason, or design a device that stores electricity for later use. I would like to have some what's it called? Some laboratories, so that would be great. Wildcard point, anything interesting to get? Science on quarter. 15-minute production was constructing buildings. Yes, please. Okay. Let's have a look here. Maybe we'll skip and just go for... What's the price of a launch pad? Factory... Can we not? Wait. We cannot get the transoceanic flight because we probably need not a launch pad, but an aerodrome. What's the price? 3,000. You cannot get an aerodrome. So we... You know what? Yeah, let's try to go for a scientific victory now. Meaning after that one, you should go for the transoceanic flight. Because I feel like we always go for the factory resource victory. Might as well try to go for something else this time. Oh. Somebody wants to take over stuff. You probably need production. 20 for the military academy. 2A, so next turn. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Is there another one? Vienna. It looks like it. There is another one. Let's go. How many more turns for you? 2 more turns. Yeah, you should be able to survive that, hopefully. That being said, now that I said that, you probably won't. Is there another one? Gee, they really cramped a lot of city-states up north. Could you not attack my thingy? Okay, I don't know why I saw that. Probably because of Addis Ababa. No, that's Pachacuti. Where's my... There's my person. Imagination grows. The industrialization of Siam means an acceleration in the comings and goings of new ideas. Innovation is a constant inspiration to entertainment, from the epic ballads of court poets to new painterly visions of the world beyond its borders. Commission a native epic, 1 diplomatic attribute point, or fund the painting in the newest style. We'll take the cultural one. I would like to have some culture. I need, or rather I need culture, not I like. I mean, yeah, I guess I like as well, but I also need. And there's the Institute, 5 science plus 2 science on adjacent wet or vegetated terrain. And we could get an artifact, a policy slot, production towards constructing museums for every city-state you're Susan of. Culture buildings receive culture for every... Yes, culture buildings receive culture. Thank you very much. There is the Eiffel Tower. Let's go towards that mastery. Speaking of, you need production. 20 production right here. All right. You should probably also need more production now. We'll just wait here. You're still alive, which is nice. How much longer? You still quite a lot. I think science-wise I'm pretty good. Not sure how much I can actually get from other people. I swear that free technology from becoming a Susan of a city-state, that is very, very, very nice. Some more food for you. You've got all that. Don't need to purchase you anything. You could use some more stuff. Probably a department store wouldn't be that bad. Just for that little bit of extra happiness. And I think a museum is also a good move. Right, yeah, I wanted to explore a little bit here. I don't think I'll... Oh, wait, what? Has 4 more artifacts? Oh my. How does have 4 more artifacts? There's also 4 more artifacts on Nina as well. Hang on. None down there. You immediately go to there. That one will almost certainly be taken by the point you're there. So that is 1, 2, 3. The 4th one is all the way up there. Let's go. Do you need... You probably need more production. There is the ironworks that I can give you for even more production. Did I start with you? Nope. I want to start with you just now. I think I'll never... improve
just as the rain breaks
resource.
through an ill-thatched house, so passion penetrates an undeveloped mind.
Nice. Where the hell are you? I don't know where you are. Oh, all the way there. Let's send you to there. And you'll continue your way up there. You start to like me. Can I give you anything else of importance? Not really. I mean, I guess a radio station will bring you into positive happiness again, which is good. Quite good. At least it should have. Maybe it didn't. I don't know why it didn't. It should have. Don't question the game, I guess.
From every nation, from 12-fold tongues, all come.
Alright, with that done, let's go towards, I guess, hegemony. Because I don't know where else I want to go. It's not, that is not the important thingy. I do not want to ally myself with you. I'm afraid you are at quite the war. Let's get the science. And 5 gold for every allied city-state. That should give me quite a lot of gold, actually. You are also already been taken. That is not fun. Ah, there was one as well. Oh well. I mean, I do have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think there should be a couple of artifacts in the tree, so if I really need to, I probably could get it, but like I said, I wanted to go towards the scientific victory. So if I don't get these artifacts, it's not the end of the world. Flippin' hell. What? The volcano always hits you, right? Where's others? There's one, there's two, the third one was over here, and the fourth is there. I mean, we could try. It's unlikely, but we could try. Oh, we'll get that one at the very least. Can we get more museums? Can we get museums in settlements that aren't cities? Do we need cities? Institute, bang, fortifications, rail station, port, modern bridge. I don't think we can, but we can turn a couple into cities. Give me a museum, and you know what? You are also quite the nice city, and I still have enough gold for another museum. Because I do believe displayed artifacts actually do stuff. And you can build me, I guess, a laboratory? Laboratory. There's an 11-3 laboratory or an 8-7. I'll take the science. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Pataliputra city. You still cannot give me anything. That's a shame. Laboratory. 10-3, let's go. Although I might be able to, with a port. Can we give you port? 6-2. Next turn we can give you a port. Maybe for overseas cities I might need a port to be able to get my hands on a factory. Where is it? Factory, 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 factory. Aerodrome, cannery, city park, department store, grocer, ironworks, laboratory, military. Okay, no suitable, still no suitable location. I don't know why. That is beyond me. I have no idea. You are just constantly either being flooded or being set on fire. I am so sorry for you. Life must really suck in that city. Holy hell. Didn't get a pause for a second. How much more? 12 more turns? 26 more turns? 33. Yikes. Nope, we cannot get that one. We might get any of these two, though. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out if that's the case or not. But damn. There was like a lot of space there, and suddenly people decided, you know what, how about we don't? Let's give you that one, don't really care. Is there anything else I can build yet? Not really, so Eiffel Tower it is! Anything good for you? I guess that works. It's just as good as any other. You don't want to buy anything here, don't want to buy anything there. You can continue to explore. You'll stay where you are. We can actually excavate this artifact, which is lovely. That should probably be the last one I need if I want to go for that victory. The new Shawnee. In the higher of Shawnee rule, it was the elders of the Chillhop division who made the political decisions for the people, but under a Siamese government the role is unclear. Some Siamese Shawnee feel they no longer need to obey the old ways, others see the value in tradition. Preserve the elders' authority to culture in cities for each slotted Shawnee tradition, or the new Shawnee take up new forms of governments, for the gold will take the gold. Yes. Oh, we are closing, and we could take... I mean, I guess we... Although we might, next turn, we might be able to instantly take over a city-state. Which is probably the smartest move is that one, because 30. I would like to have another cultural one, though. And I don't care too much about militaristics, so I probably try to take over Vienna, or befriend Vienna rather. And another... what's it called? Another, yeah, no chance in hell. Another eruption, because we didn't have enough of them already. I've lost quite a lot of factory points there, because I didn't realize that the chocolate was missing. Not the smartest move. Right, yeah, I wanted to see if I can take over Vienna, right? Befriend Vienna. Let's not... I think I should just forget about that city. I feel like one more eruption and that guy just died just from eruptions. I don't know why this volcano hates me that much, but it does. Okay, let's immediately befriend Vienna. Lovely, I'll take the... Ooh, right, I could get another artifact. Do I need another artifact is the question. 3, 6, 10, 11, 12, 14, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, you know what? I'll take the artifact. Now it would be just a matter of having enough museums to slot them all. Specifically 1, 2, 3, I would need 2 more museums to slot them all. Hey D Graham, yeah. If I were actually bothered by this unit getting damage from the volcano, I would have moved it away a long time. Frankly, I actually don't care if that unit dies or not. I just find it amusing that this volcano explodes basically constantly, especially when I repaired that frickin' tile. But yeah, if I would be bothered by it, and I would have moved that guy away from that volcano. But how are you? I hope you're doing great. Hope you have a wonderful day. We probably shouldn't have claimed that artifact. We don't actually need that artifact anymore. Oh well, I guess it's whatever. Uh, 17 more. We need more science. Hang on. You know what? We do 360. We have 343. Never mind, we won't steal science just yet, but we could purchase some science buildings. There's a 9 science laboratory somewhere, and a 8 science even schoolhouse. And I mean, I guess there are some institutes, which also give 8 science, so that is nice. The modern bridges, I don't really care about them just yet. The Shawnee Renaissance. Siamese Shawnee youth have rediscovered the teachings of Tenchquatawa. Sorry for butchering that name. Long removed from the traditional authority of their elders, young Shawnee find themselves interpreting them on their own, rethought and revised for the modern age. The youth return to the stomp grounds for a lot of culture. Our Shawnee songs are heard on the radio for a lot of influence. We'll take the culture. Why are you still unhappy? Because you probably don't have enough. Ooh, 2,800. Nice. What I was going to say, because you probably don't have enough, the right resources slotted in. But who cares about that anyway? 2 culture from specialists, but 50% happiness maintenance. Or 2 science from, but 50% food maintenance. We'll take the science. Sure. We could use as much science as possible. You'll just wait here. I promise you that volcano will never ever erupt ever again. I swear. You discovered Napoleon. Napoleon. Only I am allowed to spy. Stop it. Still, 900 is a lot. Right, I did move you down there. Even though I'm already excavating. Whatever. Can we purchase more science buildings around here? You're building the ironworks. We could give you a 9 science schoolhouse. And probably a handful. We could give you a lot of institutes. 1, 2, 3. Another 1, 2, 3 here, or 1, 2, 3. That's 3 anyway. So like 7 institutes. That is quite a lot, although they are also quite expensive. You do keep the thing, right? Yeah, it does not remove the warehouse bonus on a tile. That does seem like a worthy investment. Even though we can get like 2 or 3 for now. But we almost get 1 every turn, so that is fine so far. And it is science, and we need science. Now I think I would like open air museum. No, I do have my institute. I want to use the space I have for the institute, given that I need science quite a lot. Could go for the policy slot, which I do want to take. 100% food and happiness. Yes, please. Let's get rid of... I mean, realistically, I don't think there are very many city-states left for me to take over. So we might be able to get rid of these two. Yeah, I think that is a good call. And instead we can get the 2 culture from specialists. And I don't have towns with any sort of... what's it called again? Specialization. Cities with 2 production, desert, tundra and plains tiles. Don't know if I have that many of that either. 20% influence towards initiating diplomatic action for city-state. I don't do that. Overbuilding. Gold and happiness towards maintaining buildings. Yeah, let's go for that one. A little bit more gold, a little bit more happiness. Always quite nice to have. Oh, slow and steady though, we have managed to get the first the first milestone here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just wait now. There's not much else for these guys to do. We could get our hands at another couple of not volcanic eruptions. We don't want another couple of volcanic eruptions. I was about to say institutes. Let's have a look at them real quick. Oh, they're so pretty. If there's ever a mod that lets me zoom in more, I will definitely get that one. 1, 2, or 1, 2, or 1. Yeah, okay. There's 2 institutes in that section. Actually, there were 3, right? I just messed that one up. I could have gone 1 here and 1 here. Oh well. That's just 5 science. I just thought, who cares about that? Yikes. That is the Palacio de Bellas Artes. I've butchered that one as well. I am sure of it. You still go? You're still going? That is wild. Why are you still going? You are at 19 turns. It'll take a while. Science. You are the scientific leader behind me. I've already stolen stuff from you. Meaning culture. Himiko! Let me know your government secrets. I want to know them all. I don't want to buy anything here. I want to continue to purchase myself some institutes. For some science, we've reached the 1000 science per turn, which is very, very nice. Something is burning here. Maybe it's because of that volcano. Who knows?
The tower can live on itself. One can dream there, eat there, observe there, understand there. One can feel oneself cut off from the world, and yet the owner of a world.
Should probably learn what these wonders do, because I'm just typically building them and have no idea what they're actually doing. Which could be a problem. Ooh, that's a 266 tile. Yes, please. And I think you've deserved yourself the last institute. I guess I could build something on here and get these 2 institutes up instead. If I really want them. Not sure if I want though. Yeah, absolutely not sure if I want though. Factory. Oh, now you can get a factory for 7,000. I see. I could get rid of that institute. We could do that. Oh, we could do that. Do I want that? I wanna buy you a factory is the problem. Then again, I'm not going for that victory. So do you need a factory that much? You could build a factory. Nope, that is not a factory. Probably. That is a factory. A 14. Sure. You can build a factory. That works. Napoleon completed a master in, what is that? Geographic Society. That sounds like the scientific milestone. 7-4. Interesting. Any better? That works. 7-4 is enough. Let's repair some stuff here. Do we have like 4? Ah. Right. I forgot. Can we... Hang on, where is it? You are still... You're still not connected to anything. You could get a handful of institutes. Do I want to connect you first, though? Questions over questions. Okay, 6 influence per turn? Absolutely. We could use influence. Probably. I mean, influence is always useful, or like, almost always. Damn, just realizing 1, 2, 3. That's just not in reach. But imagine having like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factory resources.
All birds need to fly.
That would be nice. I did just do aerodynamics, so rocketry is the next, and you need to do that stuff. Can I give you anything that gives production? I cannot. Who needs production anyway? That was probably not the smartest place to do that, but I don't care. Do I want to connect you? How do I connect you? With a port? Probably with a port. Let's see if that
the members
did
of the
the
nation
trick.
will never know most of their fellow members.
It gave me a civic, at the very least. That, in fact, did the trick. Past, present, future. As the modern age launches the people into the future, ancient legends begin to resurface. Mythic tales of the empire's origins. Many look to these works to remind themselves of their roots, drawing lessons that are not always accurate, but meaningful nonetheless. These stories define us. The truth behind these texts must be understood. They must be understood. National myths. A new era requires new stories, and historians have begun with a vast treatise of the Siamese people. Shawnee Hochekileni wonder to what extent their stories will feature in the volume. Hochekileni keep their stories in their community through culture in a museum, or open their archives with influence on a museum. Let's get the influence. What I wanted to say is there any other like combination of civs that play so much around the idea of, okay, in earlier ages they were that civilization and now they are this civilization, and here's where there might be like a cultural clash or a generational clash or something like that. I feel like we're playing a lot, like when playing the Siam in that particular game, there's a lot of narrative events going around saying, Okay, yeah, we are Siam now, but we were the Shawnee, and there are interest conflicts. Like, some want to stay true to our roots, others want to embrace the Siamese culture. I haven't seen that with any other combination of civs so far. I don't know if that's because that's a Shawnee general, that no matter who you take, if you've played the Shawnee in the last age, you get these kinds of narrative events. If that is a Siamese general, or if that is like because you played Shawnee and went to Siamese, that triggers. It is interesting though. Something new, and I like it. Finally you decide to be there. Is a city being destroyed. Because you were captured by them, right? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I didn't want to buy anything for you. You continue to do that. I could get my hands on some more institutes. That is one, that is one. And that is 1, 2, 1, 2. That is, yeah, 1, 2 in general. Any more institutes? Any more institutes. And one more. For science. We want to rush that scientific tree as much as possible to get to the victory condition as soon as possible. And another volcanic eruption. Haven't seen any of those in one of these in this game so far. So it only makes sense that they are coming now. Could probably get a lot more of these institutes around. The question is, do I want to? We could get, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5 more around here. Though I do think with 1280 science, we should be quite a while ahead of the AI. And I should probably start saving up that money for when the launch pad is coming in. Plus, you can also give me a schoolhouse. That was a +10 schoolhouse, though I didn't see that. Damn it. You could also give... I think I've built some institutes there. Or I wanted to, at the very least. Wait, didn't I just... Hang on, institute. I wanted to purchase that institute. I think I planned on doing that and then forgot, I guess. Not the first time I did. How many could I... Ooh, 1... yeah, so 4 right here would also be... So we could get quite a lot more science. Not entirely sure how much, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get like in the high 1000s and maybe even up to 2000 science. If we purchase as much institutes as possible in any of my cities and settlements and stuff like that, maybe we could get up to 2000 science. But I do think I'm not in need of, like, I'm not stressed out by the AI when it comes to science. Culture is a far different situation on its own. I feel like, especially Himiko with almost 1000 culture, probably has quite a lot of artifacts. So, yeah. Need to keep an eye on that. Any interesting? There's a 5 science. Yeah, 5 science is good enough. Yeah. We could turn another city...
A screaming comes across the sky.
Yeah, we could turn another settlement into a city. Give me the launch pad real quick. meaning afterwards you actually want to get these two thingies going, which means we've unlocked all the techs we need. We can go towards the masteries now. What was I saying? I was saying something until I got interrupted. Upward momentum. The future of Ada's legacy is one rocket closer to the moon. What comes after that remains to be discovered. One scientific attribute point and enter a celebration. Science on quarters. I don't have alliances per age in towns, 2 distant lands. I have... Right, cities, I was about to say, but I could build, turn another town into a city, get myself, or 2 more towns into cities, get myself some museums, slot in the last artifacts I need, and then just build the world exhibit. What do we need to build here? World's Fair, and that's it. But it has been a while since I've done a scientific victory, or attempted a scientific victory, because usually either the Railroad Tycoon or the Geographic Society victory path is just so much quicker. So let's try to go for that again. I cannot give you any more production. What do we want? Parsons unit is slightly more expensive than the last to produce. 5 constant civilization with a different ideology. 10 healing and owned territory. Now we'll take ideological warfare. Discovered Himiko as 4th Himiko. Why? Do we want to talk about that? It is 12 turn. That is the Dogo Onsen done, though. I mean, and I guess with rocketry done, we also don't really need that much science anymore, so it doesn't do me any good to purchase more. Of what's it called? These institutes, right? Because I've got all this all the technologies. Damn, I'm really struggling with words today. Holy shit! I've got all the technologies I want and need for a scientific victory. It is now up to my capital to actually produce everything I need. So yeah.
We feel free because we lack.
And I could now technically explore for more artifacts, though looking at that, people got there before. I don't actually care what else to take. Honestly, we could go for an aerodrome. We could go. Ooh, let's try to go for you. And you are technically now also a factory town. So let's make some more points there. I don't actually care what to take here. I am pretty much done with, at the very least, technology. We are 50% through. I feel like at some point I should try to do a, what's that, like time victory or points victory, where you don't go for any victory path and instead just fill out this little progression meter. Because I'd never done that, I think. Not even outside of streams. Then again, I can very much see the AI winning like all victories before that even happens. So yeah, let's just continue. We need 3 more turns for that, and then you're done. You're good so far. we're getting into the point of the game where there's nothing really much to do with money anymore, and it shows. There's aerodynamics gone, so we can go for the future tags because we don't have anything else. We've made it to the second base of this of the Railroad Tycoon victory, though. That is something that felt like was nerfed quite a lot and got quite a lot harder. I feel like in earlier games it was easier to go for that victory. There is the Muzibu Azala's Panga done. We finished another space race. Okay, now we need to do the first crewed space flight, and we have won the game. 20 turns. And there is nothing I can give you that gives you more production. Might as well give you the absolute rest then. And food is also quite nice to have. And a lot more gold because there's nothing else I can actually do. And you know what? An opera house is also quite nice. And some defensive fortifications because I have the money. From what I've watched, AI never goes for World's Fair, even if they have the artifacts. I feel like there are still some flaws with the AI in general. For example, I feel like they still have quite a big of a problem in the exploration age going for the economic victory path. They just don't seem to care about treasure resources. So yeah, something still doesn't feel right about the AI. An ancient curse. As the city's fortifications are completed, builders discover an ancient cemetery. An archaeologist extracts a worn lead tablet, cursing an unfaithful man in shocking language. The museum wishes to display the object, but a scholar of ancient Greek declares it a prime specimen of vernacular language. The tablet belongs to a museum, or the poorest of society deserves support. We've done anything with science. What I like about that is that is actually wild, because that is, I think, an antiquity age narrative event. Is it also a certification complete builders discover an ancient? Yeah, because you had that woman who wanted to curse her cheating partner. She went to a sorcerer, got a tablet. It always somehow ends out as a poor decision no matter what you decide, and she places that tablet on a grave, I believe. That is awesome. I love that. What did we just get? We got the vernacular tablet. I like that. That is very, very nice. We could and should probably... Oh, right. Production. Is there anything that gives me production? Happiness, happiness, culture, production, and more production, and more production. Any other city that could use some stuff? Happiness, more happiness, culture. Let's get some culture going. Sure, why not? With that we need still, okay, didn't really do much, but it gives a little bit of production. Maybe over the course of like 18 turns it accumulates to shaving off 1 turn of production, who knows. Okay. Oh, you lost quite a lot.
It is not from the
Interesting. There's some war mongering going on around me that I thankfully could ignore for most part. But yeah, these borders changed quite a lot just in the modern age itself. Thankfully, so far nobody wanted to go to war with me. Action Steel Advancements was discovered by Pachacuti. I still got money out of it. The rest I don't care about. He already hates me anyway. So I don't care. Ooh, Battersea. I mean, 53 is quite a lot, but we can give you some production to at least push that down to, yeah, 26. That is far more manageable than 53. Any more production by any chance? Doesn't look like it. Sure, let's repair that all. That valley of volcanoes that just constantly erupt. I don't know, I feel like maybe it is just that game that makes me biased, but in general I feel like volcanoes, out of all of the natural disasters that can happen the most frequent, or are the most frequent to happen.
Those who teach this ocean of wisdom realize the momentary nature of things.
And there is another wonder. Let's get that mountain base going. What can you build me? Nothing much, to be honest. There is nothing else to gain. Let's go for a radio station. Not a rocket station. A radio station. Wasn't there like a 10-4? There was a 10-4. So let's do that. And didn't it just roll over? Did I just miss that? I don't know. Future tech done. That is a wild card. Wild card point. Yeah, it is a wild card point. What do I want? I guess culture and settlements. Do I need that realistically? I don't know. $11 more turns. 10 more turns. The end is closing in. There's really nothing to do right now, is there? Statue of Liberty is done, and a war declared on Himiko is also. But there are no troops to move, there are no cities to grow, no building projects to start. There's just next turn, next turn, next turn, next turn. Now we can grow something, thankfully. Sparta just got a population, and we've got a clay pit out of that. Lovely. Why didn't that give up any sound? That was odd. How just out of curiosity, how many institutes could 1, 2, 1, 2, 3? Is that the most? 1, 2, 3. So yeah, 3 seems to be the most I can get here in that time, and 2 more, so 5. Again, not that I need them. Yeah, you know what? Let's repair that. You have nothing else to do anyway. Might as well. You've got the Kinnin resource. Yeah, I know. I've got the Kinnin resource option. I couldn't be bothered to look for a Kinnin resource. I might have one somewhere close by that I've not yet improved, but if so, I didn't find any. I had that one for quite a while. I don't know, I wanted to give it a try, or not, let's just say I didn't want to take the laboratory one again. But I mean, the laboratory one is just more relaxing to do, or it requires less action from me and just, okay, I'm going to get a laboratory at some point anyway. And Kinnin, I'd need to take a look, is there anyone? If not, okay, could I settle somewhere where a Kinnin resource is? Is it worth settling there just for the Kinnin resource? Yeah, I didn't deem it worth it. Oh, what did I lose? The Battersea power station has been built. Oh, well. I do not want to ally myself with you. It looks like you're at war with like half the world or something like that. Let's get a radio station then, I guess. You can give me a stock exchange. Money is always nice. And another river that flooded. Oh, and there it is! That should be it. That was quick. The modern age comes to an end. So yeah, it looks like turning the game speed.
A pale blue dot floats lonely in a void. The shackles of gravity are broken. What new possibilities does such a vantage point open?
As I was saying, turning up the not turning up the speed, making the game speed slower actually doesn't make the session go significantly longer in any way, shape, or form. So again, I might just turn that down to standard again, and maybe I'll find other ways to make a age take more time. But yeah, that is it. Let's take a look at where we were. We actually got quite close to the last milestone in the Railroad Tycoon legacy path. We probably could have gone for a Geographic Society culture victory half an hour ago. We didn't go to war with anyone, which is quite nice. I don't really like going to war. At the very least, like in the Antiquity and the Modern Age. I don't mind it that much in the Exploration Age, mainly because the ship combat is nice. But yeah, there's just so much shit you need to take care of, or at the very least be aware about, to gain as many points as possible. Yeah, no thank you. So we didn't do anything in that path, but other than that, we got quite a few points here and there. We got quite a few options to go for a victory. It looks like even though we didn't really do much in terms of going for these points, like we didn't really rush any factory resources. I don't think I've rushed any. I just used what I already had, and I mean, look at that. That is what I meant earlier with the luxury resources, the treasure resources. I feel like the AI either doesn't value treasure and factory resources that much, or has problems to go for them, and I mean really go for them. And then it starts to look like that. And Space Race, I mean, I guess it's probably due to the fact that I just had so much science and I just breezed through. I can very well see the AI just not having enough science to really go deep into the tech tree, given that they were fighting each other constantly. And yeah, I can't say how many artifacts they had because they only had like 8 displayed, but I had like, let it be 17 at the end of the game, and I only had 10 displayed, so it does say 10. So I don't know how many they actually had and just haven't displayed yet. But yeah, just one more turn. We are now in just one more turn mode, and as always, this is where I'll end the stream. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope you will still have a wonderful time for whatever it is that you are doing next today. If you want to rewatch any of my streams, you can always go check out my VODs channel. It is linked somewhere on my Twitch page. And for everyone else, thank you for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!